Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we are unpacking a truly classic journey of resilience, grit, and the sheer power of continuous learning. We're looking at the story of Liam. It's a deeply inspiring journey that takes us step by step from the absolute depths of poverty to incredible, life-changing success. I am super excited to guide you through this, mainly because there's just a massive amount of practical wisdom packed into this one story.
So, does your starting point decide your future? I mean, it's something we've all asked ourselves at some point, right? When the deck seems completely stacked against you from day one, is the game already lost? Keep that question in the back of your mind as we go through this, because Liam's journey offers a very clear, resounding answer to that exact question.
All right, let's look at Section 1, the cold starting point, beginning in rural England. Liam's ordinary world was, well, it was undeniably harsh.
And this perfectly illustrates that harshness. While Liam was up long before sunrise, trudging through the freezing cold to help his dad deliver newspapers, kids his own age were sleeping in, enjoying their free time, and playing games. It's a crystal clear contrast, right? A totally different starting line. We're talking about a kid living in a rundown house with a leaking roof, where the freezing winter wind would literally just blow right through the broken windows. He wore old clothes and, people would sometimes laugh at him, or worse, just ignore him completely. It was a really tough baseline where even basic comfort was totally absent.
But Liam had a dream. Even on those absolutely freezing mornings, dealing with the mocking from other kids, he had this deep, burning ambition. He desperately wanted to be successful. And the cool thing is, it wasn't just for his own ego. He wanted to fix that leaking roof. He wanted to replace those broken windows and finally give his parents a better life.
Moving on to Section 2, the $1,000,000 advice. This is the encounter that really changed everything.
So one day, while out on that freezing morning paper route, Liam spots a highly successful businessman walking into this massive office building, and curiosity just totally takes over. He walks right up to the guy and asks him point blank, "Sir, how did you become successful?" Now what's fascinating here is the sheer simplicity of the answer. The guy just smiles and says, "I never stopped learning." Just 5 words, but those 5 simple words completely altered the trajectory of Liam's life. It wasn't about some secret magic formula or, knowing the right people or inheriting a fortune. It was simply about the relentless, daily pursuit of knowledge.
From that day forward, Liam didn't just sit around. He took immediate action across 3 key areas. Step 1, he spent literally every spare minute reading. While his friends were still gaming, Liam was planted at the local library, just devouring books on business, money, technology, and the habits of successful people. This intense self-education laid the groundwork for Step 2, starting small with an online business. And then Step 3, which is crucial, making absolutely sure to extract a real, tangible lesson from every single mistake he made along the way.
Let's jump to Section 3, the road of trials. This is where we see him move from pure inspiration into tangible action.
If we map out his journey, we see that cold childhood delivering papers blending into a youth spent studying relentlessly at the library. Then comes the massive leap. At 18, he starts applying all that knowledge in the real world, launching a tiny online business right out of his bedroom. And man, this is where the hustle really accelerates. The first few months, they were terrible. He made almost no money. He was working day and night, just pushing through failure after failure. The effort he poured in was off the charts, but the tangible results just weren't there yet.
And because of that intense struggle, well, people told him to give up. Imagine the external doubt he was facing from everyone around him. When you're grinding that hard and seeing zero cash, the criticism gets incredibly loud. And actually, the truth from our source material is that Liam himself wanted to quit. Many, many times. It was an incredibly heavy burden of tension and doubt to just carry all by himself in that tiny bedroom.
Which brings us to Section 4, determination over circumstances and the ultimate payoff. But here's the thing, Liam didn't quit. He just kept learning from every single misstep. Slowly, one customer came, and then more followed. Within a few years, that little bedroom hustle snowballed into an enterprise that allowed him to earn way more money than he had ever imagined. He even achieved his ultimate goal of buying a beautiful new home for his parents. Looking back at his childhood, standing outside his very own new office building, he realized exactly what drove his success. It wasn't luck, not at all. It was persistence, serious hard work, and that critical decision to keep moving forward when literally everyone else wanted him to quit. Because of this wild journey, Liam always shared one clear message with young people. He said, "Your starting point does not decide your future. Your determination does." And wow, what a powerful takeaway. Never let poverty or a leaking roof or the laughter of others dictate where you end up. With dedicated learning, a ton of patience, and absolute hard work, even the biggest, most impossible-sounding dreams can actually become a reality.
So, that brings us right back to you. Will you let your starting point decide your future? Whatever challenges or roadblocks you're facing right now, just remember Liam's story. Let his dedication to continuous learning and his sheer resilience inspire you to keep pushing forward on your own path, no matter where your starting line is today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep pushing, and I'll see you next time.